Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Granite. So, today I am going to guide all of you through the full relax exercise. So, hopefully, you saw the video before this in the playlist or in the online class. That was the introduction to relax. It, walked you guys through some of the science behind relax, why it works, what a progressive muscle relaxation is, all of the behind the scenes things that make this exercise work and make it so helpful. But today, we don't need to worry about that. If you haven't seen that video, I recommend going back, checking it out. Just gives you a little bit of an idea of what's going on here with this exercise. But today we're going to keep it simple. I'm just going to guide you guys through the exercise. This video can be useful. You can watch it as many times as you want. Anytime you want to do this exercise, you can just put it on and I will walk you through how it works. So going ahead here, as I mentioned, we are interested here in deliberately tensing muscles and then relaxing them. So we're going to start out in the way that we usually would with all of our test-taking intangible exercises here at Granite, just sitting back, closing our eyes if we're comfortable. Scoot forward a little bit and closing our eyes if we're comfortable with that, keeping them open if we're more comfortable with that as well. Then just taking a couple deep breaths, breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. And from here, we're going to begin and tense our first muscle group. So this muscle group is going to be the muscles in the face, here kind of the face, the front of the face, and the head. So we're going to tense our face up as if we're squinting really tight, feeling this tension, right? Feeling this tension in the front of our face, holding it for a second, feeling the tension, noticing it, and then letting the tension go. And noticing the difference here, right? Noticing the difference between tension and relaxation. And then from here, we're going to move to the shoulders. The shoulders, the lower kind of neck area, that's another place that we hold a lot of tension. We're going to just shrug our shoulders up to our ears, holding that tension here for a second as if we are trying to touch our shoulders to our ears, holding the tension for a bit, noticing what that tension feels like, and then dropping our shoulders down. From here, we're going to move to our hands and arms, and I'm going to turn a little bit here so you guys can see what I'm doing, but I'm basically going to go ahead and put my hands out in front of me, making fists with my hands, feeling a lot of tension here in my hands, feeling that tension for a second, and then just letting my hands drop. Scooting back here. So from here, we're going to go ahead and hold some tension in our stomach, lungs, kind of central core area. And we're going to do that by taking a deep breath, holding it for a second, noticing that tension, and then letting it dissipate. So breathing in, holding the tension for a second, and now breathing out. Allowing that tension to dissipate, to disappear. And now, for our last muscle group here, we're going to move down to the legs. And again, I'm going to turn here a little bit. And it's not going to be perfect. You're not going to be able to see my legs exactly. But what I'm going to do is kind of move to the front of my seat as if I'm about to sit up out of my seat. Putting a little tension here in my legs, in the quads, feeling that tension for a second, and then sitting back, relaxing, and letting that tension dissipate. And from here, we can go ahead and loop through this again, starting with the face, looping all the way through in our own time. So at this point, you can just pause the video. You can go through at your own rate, going from the face down to the shoulders, to the hands, to the stomach, and to the legs, tensing and then relaxing. And then finally, once you've gotten through all of that, we're just going to go ahead and end this exercise as we do with all of our test-taking intangibles exercises. Just letting the mind wander off, sitting back, allowing any residual tension here that we might still notice in these different muscle groups to dissipate. Not really thinking about anything in particular, allowing our mind to be as free as we like. And then gradually we can just start moving around a little bit, moving our hands, our feet, rolling out our shoulders maybe, and slowly opening our eyes if they're closed. And there we go. Congratulations. You have completed Relax. As I said, this is a progressive muscle relaxation. If you're interested in some of the science behind this, jump back to the intro video, and I have some articles linked in the comments. You can see more about what scientists have done with this exercise, what makes it useful, all of that. But otherwise, I will see you guys in our next exercise where we can learn a little bit more about how we can use mindfulness, stress reduction, all of these sort of things to help us achieve everything we want to academically. I will see you all in our next video. Bye.